it's Jaames Johnson, aka Sulphur Blade, and I'm back here with War on the Sea and our continuing Imperial Japanese Navy Let's Play, where we're featuring the Tokyo Express mod on the beta version of the game. With the typical spiel out of the way, well, I need to apologize. Sort of. I mean, I don't need to apologize, but I'm going to apologize. So, no video yesterday. And that wasn't because I didn't try. I actually recorded, I would say, close to between 2 and 3 hours. One of my typical marathon videos. And the game pretty much froze. No way to save, recover it at all. And OBS crashed. I don't know if the one caused the other, or the one caused whatever, but yeah. Needless to say, I was a little bit disappointed and discouraged because, well, lots of strange things happened in that alternate timeline. And I'll do a quick rundown of some of the strange events that happened in it. We were not able to find the battleship down here. It seemed to magically transform into a different fleet comprised of a light cruiser and 2 destroyers, which is a far cry from the battleship fleet it was prior. And that light cruiser deemed to be a hero, as it charged us, our group, before we got to Moresby, and it charged the Fuso. And by charging, I mean it came as close as 800 yards from the Fuso, and then did circles next to the Fuso, and all the rest of the ships, mind you, as it somehow managed to remain afloat under overwhelming firepower from 2 heavy cruisers and a battleship, as well as the rest of the fleet. In the process, it ammo racked the forward guns on the Fuso before it was sunk. And the overwhelming amount of shots needed to sink this very suicidal light cruiser was kind of astronomical, as the light cruiser did a cubic butt-ton of damage to the Fuso. More than one should have ever thought possible. I mean, the Fuso not only had a permanent ammo rack on its forward guns, but it had multiple flooded compartments on the bow. And there was no torpedoes involved. It was all from the gunfire of the light cruiser that somehow managed to stand up to overwhelming firepower and stay afloat long enough to do that much damage. And no, I did not maneuver the fleet to get that close to the light cruiser. As you can see, we are running along running along Land's Edge, perpendicular to Land's Edge. I couldn't exactly turn to starboard because I would have ran into land. So he was coming from him and his 2 destroyer escorts were coming from out to sea. I could either continue along the shoreline towards Port Moresby, or I could go backwards and continue along the shoreline. Well, I continued along the shoreline towards Port Moresby, as there was no reason to change my heading. It would just cause him to be able to close even further. And I maintained a heavy speed, but the AI still continued to charge me like it was suicidal. Never seen anything like it before. But it made for what I thought was going to be a very interesting episode. Sadly, we ended up with no episode. What else happened in that alternate timeline? Oh, the other battleship group, the one that we were tracking up here, it vanished as well. So, in the alternate timeline, when we reloaded, there was no battleship here, and there was no battleship here anymore. Neither could be found. In fact, they were replaced with... This one was replaced with something far different, like a heavy cruiser and 9 destroyers or something. Weird like that. I mean, that's not necessarily weird, but it was just majorly different than what was here. And again, we had the 1 light cruiser, 2 destroyer group that showed up in the position that we expected to find the battleship. And there was also a random 2 DD group that attacked us as well. This is making me wonder if the game, I don't know, changes stuff when you reload the game. If there's some sort of process that happens when you load up the game that then dictates what those fleets are going to be, and if it somehow changes what the fleet was. And I'm gonna see if we can prove that hypothesis today, because obviously I have a little bit of I have a little over 2 hours of an alternate timeline that I'm gonna be playing with today, so I have some idea of what should transpire, and we'll see if things, I don't know. Let's see if we can change the future. Or let's see if these fleets even end up the same composition this time. If it's something that's not a light cruiser and 2 destroyers, or maybe the battleship comes back mysteriously. If the battleship comes back mysteriously, I might think that I just maybe not have found it in the last attempt. But I'm really starting to think there's something wonky in Denmark here. Anyway, I could ramble on about this, but let's jump into the game, shall we? Up here we have ASW Squadron 4 that has returned because it used up its shells in a gunfight with Destroyer Squadron. Correct. I remember that now. Alright. So we're going to then get them back to work. They were doing ASW... No. They were doing ASW down here. Yes, they were. And on a slightly different note, Killerfish Games has released an update, or not an update, but a post on the forum saying that our dream of not having to draw these goddamn boxes is going to soon be a reality, as they are planning to put in a feature that is going to repeat the last drawn course of both ships and aircraft. So that will be a godsend when that actually happens. Alright, for now, that's good. Alright, I don't believe Hoso's ready to launch. We're going to check. Nope. We are going to send... Alright, again, we have alternate timeline knowledge. And I'm going to use that alternate timeline knowledge because we couldn't find the battleship this way, and we ran out of endurance going this way. But we did find that light cruiser and 2 DDs somewhere in this general ballpark-ish, and we don't have the endurance to go that far. Not at all. Alright, well, we're going to go this way now. Alright, these guys, I didn't really search way down here. We're going to send them way down here just to see what happens this time around. Yeah, Guadalcanal is a rank 1 airfield. That happened at some point before this episode even started, and I didn't even twig to it. Because I was so concentrated on what was going on down here. SAG Group 1, you're at Anchorage. You should be completely rearmed. You are. Alright, go take care of that airfield. Go find out what's going on in there. And we are running out of daylight. It's 3:19 right now, and 7 o'clock is... Okay, Hosha is ready to launch. We're going to launch zeros, assuming, once again, that we're trying to continue what we were doing in the last episode. And we're just going to follow the path of these scout planes right to there, because that intersects with this path, right? And we'll see what we find. Right. Kates are heading back. They ran out of endurance. They didn't find anything in this spot. Alright. Now look at how far we are here. This should be the general area where we should be finding the battleship. But we don't see anything. What's going on over here? All right. Yes, I know submarines have aircraft, guys. I don't always feel the need to use them. In fact, I almost never feel the need to use them. But I'm going to do so now, as I want to know about that battleship fleet that was over here. Where did it go? Right, we got a small fleet up here of 3 destroyers. What are you doing? Okay, of course. Okay, we're going to do something like that. Looking for what happened to our friends we were bombing. Okay, so that merchant fleet, that was in the last alternate episode. It was coming out of Guadalcanal. I believe I got so oriented on what was going on over here that an American merchant fleet actually sailed in to Guadalcanal during the daytime and dropped off. I should be ashamed. And I am kind of feeling ashamed at this point. Let's go ahead and begin the encounter. I-30, you can target 2. I-31, you can target 5. It's probably going to end up getting reversed in a few seconds, because I did that backwards. But it's fine. Yes. Pull over. Pull over. Rudder amidships. I-30, what are you going to stabilize your course on? .013. Okay. All back. go a little slower. Okay, right about there. Wait, what sea state do we have? 6. We're firing on merchant ships, so it should be fine. And actually, it should make it good for us to escape. As long as we don't get too close. Are we going to get too close? Cut speed 3 knots. 3 knots. Right now we're waiting for this angle to shrink. Not completely. We want to probably fire a little bit before CPA. So probably around an angle of 10, 12-ish, maybe 15. Actually, while we're waiting, we should identify I-31 you're targeting. I did get it backwards. Oh well. That's fine. It's whatever it is. We'll fire torpedoes in an X. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Recognition manual. American. Oiler, probably. Yep. And for I-30, you're targeting 5, which is a C3. Tubes ready, 5 of 6. Oh, you only have 5 torps. Okay. Tubes ready, 0. Well then, yeah, that's right. This fleet did the wild shooting at the battleship, and nothing really panned out because of it. Okay, well, I-31, you're here needlessly. Go, leave, depart, sayonara, goodbye. I-30, honestly, I'm pretty happy with what you have right here. I think 2 should be plenty for an oiler. It's an empty oiler. Fire. You know what? I don't know what. Stop this. Target mode. Target the 5. Stop this. Alright, we can't wait too much longer. Fire! That leaves us with a torp. Get out of here. Run! Make like a tree and leaf. I know. Lame, lame, lame joke. Right, we're leaving. We're leaving Dodge. I think I see him right here. At least one of them will hit. They might just both hit. Oh, a dud. Took one in the bow, but we had a dud. Alright, she's gonna take one. Will it be enough? Hard to say. Yeah, she's not gonna catch that. gonna go well past her bow. Let's just keep in mind that it's currently sea state 6. And does the AI play by its own rules? Because if we were trying to find a sub in sea state 6, it wouldn't flip and happen. I think that tanker's gonna survive. The C3 might go down. Right, I-30. Slow down, we don't want to be cavitating. Honestly, active sonar is going to be the problem. Cavitation doesn't matter. How loud we are does not matter. I don't like it. Whew. Alright. I don't think they're finding us. They're doing circles instead of... And you're not gonna sink. Alright, well I think this is the end of this particular engagement. The destroyers are currently doing circles, so they're not dropping on us. And we've escaped. We're going to have to send these subs back because they don't have any torps left. But we didn't sink anything. But we did get out of here alive. So moderate damage to a oiler and heavy damage to a C3. Okay, we're gonna need... What are we gonna need? 640. That should be plenty of endurance, honestly. I want to sink something. Finish off those wounded ships if we can. $263. I don't know as if... I mean, we could try, but I don't think they're going to reach. Yeah, no. Just RTB. Okay, these guys are still trying to find the missing battleship. That's gone MIA between episode changes. Light cruiser, 2 destroyers. There it is. There's the hero that wrecked our face in the alternate timeline. Interesting. It showed up, which lends me to think the battleship must be out here. I'm just not finding him, because if it loaded this up 2 times in a row, it's going against the fact that it changes it each load. So why did the battleship disappear? Maybe it changed course. Maybe it's sailing this way to head back to the ports down here in Australia. That's a possibility that I haven't considered. Do something like that. Right, you betties. You're gonna recourse here because this hero caused us a lot of problems last time. A lot of problems. Ignore. Wait, what's this? 2 destroyers. It's happening again. Alright, so in the last episode, that was part of the thing I forgot to tell you about, was we got an engagement with these 2 destroyers. One was a non... What's the F? Not Farragut. It's the Farragut's the old one. The Fletcher. So we got an engagement with a Fletcher and a different DD. We sunk the different DD. And then we were chasing the Fletcher down as it was running towards land. And as we got to land, it just went poof. It vanished. We were 6,000 yards behind it. There was no reason that we lost Viz. We had ships going in kind of parallel to it, heading towards the land, which it was doing a beeline right to land. I thought it was going to beach itself. So the ships off to the right and off to the left on a parallel course would have intercepted it had it turned right or turned left. But it just vanished. It just disappeared. We had a 0 in the air that did circles over the area. I could not find it. It was like a UFO came down and abducted the Fletcher and flew away with it. So we were not able to finish off the second destroyer in the engagement. So it's looking like that's going to happen again. Will we have another UFO encounter where the Fletcher is taken away this time? I'm not sure. Hold it. Battleship. We found the battleship. It is here. Alright guys. Holy crap. Of course you have to start right here. Get out of the flak. Climb. Alright, I'm excited here. Because we know that battleship's on its last leg. And if we can put a big bomb on it, it just might not, that just may be what we need to finally send it down to the bottom. line ahead, please, guys. Keep grabbing some altitude. The more altitude we can grab, the slower we can go. Much up at the full 10K. It would be better to come from the stern, but we're going to come bow on as much as we can get to be bow on. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to slow down our speed. About 130. Just make sure that they all get the order to slow up. And then we're going to target number 1 as a group and attack. Alright, you all have your individual orders. Let's get it done. Sounded fairly decent. She's a big target. By about the time they fly over her should be about the time the bomb should hit. Oh! No! No, that didn't just happen. It happened. They missed her. Ah, fuck me. Alright, get out of the flak. So I could have just ended, but that wouldn't give the AI the opportunity to shoot me down. We gotta be fair to the AI and give it its opportunity to take something down. Alright. We're pretty much out of the range of all the flak down there, I think. Yep. So those might be shots coming from the battleship. I think we're good to say goodbye. Damn it, we missed. Alright, well, that happened. And you damn well know that I'm going to change my course. Who cares about the light cruiser? Which is still going to be a pain in the butt. That we're going to have to deal with. Yeah. How are we going to deal with it? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, one valve isn't going to save us. Gloucester. What you got? 9 valves. You have limited range, right? 258. 300 nautical miles. Yeah. You're not going to be any help. IO needs to rearm. Set course back into her anchorage. Blah 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 blah. Alright, Betty, you can at least fly around and be some eyes in the neighborhood while you have some endurance. Zeros, we know where they are. We no longer need you out here. We need you back here. Actually, throw a damn mark down. All right. We're going to begin. Isuzu, I want you to form up with Kagera and Shiruni. Best speed. That way. Uso, just gonna continue to go straight ahead. Yura, and Hayashio. You're going to form up. Best speed. That way. Actually, be a tighter turn if you go slower, right? Or maybe we don't want a tight turn. Maybe we just want you to... Whoa! No, stop that. Just head that way as fast as you can. Get ahead of the pack. Fuso. Actually, slow down a little bit. This cruise along at a fuel-efficient 16 knots. Actually, Fuso and group. No auto gunnery, please. Oh, speaking of which, Zero. Could you, I don't know, try to be useful? That should keep you busy. They are out here, I promise you. 2 annoying destroyers. Right, Euro's being shot at. So they got us on radar. Right in front of us. Terrible spot. Fletcher. And different destroyer. Same makeup. Sadly, we're going to have to slow down. Can't let the fire get out of control. Alright, kicking it back up. They've stopped firing? What's that about? They'll shoot at the zero. We out. What? It vanished. Alright, so they have them doing 30 to 28. But the other group has them going 36. And opening. So this is not how the last battle went. Not even remotely. The destroyers put up a fight. In this engagement, they just ran. They're running to the edge of the disengagement zone. Alright, well, I guess that ends that. Did you get hit? The hell? She looks dead in the water. And you're not shooting back? Oh, what kind of bug is this? Speaking of which, fire, please. So she can shoot at me right now, but I can't shoot at her. That's not fair. What about stop, manual? Oh, where would that be? Something like that. Manual. HE. If the AI is gonna cheese it, why can't I? Where's the water splashes? Crap. Alright, let's try something different. Back to the Isuzu. Back to the bridge. Zoom in. I would say I see her at... I'll have to unpause. About 95, 96, 0, no, 100. Yeah, 100 degrees. No, 102. Let's try 102. Oh, can I fire like this? Is that a thing? That doesn't even seem remotely right. 30,000 yards? Yeah, I don't think so. That wasn't even close, was it? Oh, she's back. Hey, Euro, you firing? How are things going for you? not sure what's going on right now. Go ahead and increase speed. You're probably flying in there. Could probably decrease speed. Now one would think you'd be getting the shit hammered out of you, but that does not seem to be the case as of yet. Alright, there's some hits. This gunnery is terrible. You look like you're firing at the destroyer back there. You getting shot at? Yeah. Make sure everyone's firing. Now the ship seems to be moving. She wants to run straight down my throat? Okay. Say hello to my little friends, hopefully. 2 in the nose. One valiant effort on your part, I have to give you that. At least 3 of the guns are out. But at this range, she's going to do some pretty significant damage. Worry about the fires, guys. Alright, everybody. Stop. Cease. Stop. Cease. Stop. Cease. Stop. Cease. Stop. Cease. How's the Fuso doing? We're not going to run around anything to... Nope, looks fine. Alright. Alright, Yura just has some damage control to get under control. Yeah, if it was destroyer versus destroyer, that Fletcher would have ate the Japanese destroyer for lunch. But these overgrown destroyer command ships that they call light cruisers, they're a match for the Fletcher. Actually, they're a little bit more than a match for the Fletcher. This is really I think the premier unit right here for killing off those goddamn American destroyers is these light cruisers. Even as old and antiquated as they are, I haven't put a lot of stock into them because of their age and decrepitness, but I'm really starting to think these are going to be the workhorses of our fleet. Alright, so you're healthy. You're healthy, healthy. One Fletcher destroyer sunk, the other American destroyer ran away. Let's end this debacle, shall we? Alright. And then there's the battleship that's now heading that way. Interesting, we'll mark it. And we're just gonna go ahead a little bit and hit into tactical. Speed up. Altitude. I'm not sure how the Fletcher just stopped at the edge of the I'm gonna retreat zone in that last engagement and just sat there and allowed us to pummel it. I don't know if that's a game mechanic that prevents the ship you're aiming at from retreating or something, but it was a bit strange. I have to say that. Not as strange as what happened with it in the alternate reality, where it just vanished as it was about to beach itself. That was stranger. Making good progress on our ascent. I'm going to come over a little way because I want to make sure we're coming in directly aft of our target. So we're coming in from the best angle this time. And we have more birds this time. God damn it, we better sink this son of a bitch this time. Just saying. Apologize for my French. Alright, slow on down, guys. And now, everybody, target number 1, and attack, please. Go on down and hopefully watch the barbecue. And the bomb should arrive just as the planes are flying over it. One hit. One hit. Will that one hit be the final straw that breaks this camel's back? God, I hope so. Alright, speed up, warm up. Get out of here. Gone for deer. Going for Rob Deer. Sorry, guys. I said get out of here, and it triggered a Bob Uecker moment. And Rob Deer, he would have been the cleanup hitter for the Milwaukee Brewers back in the day. One of the great ball clubs of Major League Baseball, or one of the great ball teams, not clubs, but individual teams. Some of you may or may not follow baseball. I don't actually follow that much. I don't follow that much sports anymore. Sports have gone kind of the way of the dodo, especially with all the woke nonsense. The NFL's dead to me at this point. I mean, we got a fire here. And we no longer have a fire here. Is this goddamn thing gonna keep going? Are you kidding me right now? What do we have to do to it? It's the ship that just won't die. I mean, look at that. I feel like we've made it invincible. Look at how it sits in the low in the waterline. It looks like it's even more formidable because now most of its hull is hiding underneath the waterline, like it's designed to be that way, and all that's on top of the waterline is just guns. guns everywhere, ready to destroy whatever it looks at. I mean, it doesn't even look like it's crippled, but it's crippled. It just won't sink. The son of a bitchin' thing won't sink. Ah! Critical, critical. Are you kidding me right now? Unbelievable. 58. You got enough? No. There's nothing I can launch that can get there, right? I don't think there is. Yeah, nobody's here. What about Shortland? I already launched Shortland's Betties down the pipe. Could I retest them? They're carrying 250s. I mean, it would be nice to finish off those merchants, sure, but battleship is a bit higher priority, right? It is. Do we got the nautical? Not really. I mean, right there is the endurance, and I mean, it's possible we could run into her around here. No, I think we continue. After those merchant ships. Buka. You got any Betties? You got 2 Betties. You may have the 2 Betties we need. Now let's measure from Buka. Center of the star is somewhere around there. Alright, we're looking at about 500. Okay. I think the big eggs are the way to go. Do something like that. We're running out of daylight too. What are these guys doing? They don't seem to be moving. Get your behinds back. There's the Hero Light Cruiser. What are we going to do with you? Don't quite know. Alright, it's coming up on nighttime. Supply group 2 is sitting here, and it's not in the proper formation. 3 and 10 need to swap. And then four and 5, so these two need to swap. Right. 10, 9 should be a 9 should be a Momi. Okay, 7, 6, and 10 non-Momies. 8 and 9 Momies. Alright, good. Manage cargo. Right, 2,000 supply, 1,000 troops. 1,300, 1,600 troops. $1,900. Momi, you can carry supply. Momi, you can carry supply. And you guys can carry troops. You guys just need to go back in RTB now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, how is SAG Group 1 coming? I think you'll be entering the area of operations about the same time as the supply fleet, which travels much slower. This damn light cruiser. It's going to be a damned problem. Oh, you guys are gonna show up so late at night, and I'm not gonna be able to see anything. Right. That's a problem too. Betty's getting jumped by the aircraft from whatchamacallit. Alright, let's begin. Betty's have guns on top or bottom? Top. Form up in a tight Vic, please. Periscope depth, guys. Did I give that order for periscope depth too late? Sons of a bitch. We're getting bombed. You know what? Don't dive the boat. We gotta save our asses on the surface. You're not gonna listen. Son of a... Well, now I feel cheated. Ripped off. Demoralized. Another submarine bites the dust. We cannot keep our USW fleet alive. We need those subs. That hurts. I should have thought about that earlier. Screw it, you're not going to get the opportunity to shoot my fucking Bettys too, you bastards. Oh, damn it. Why do they not stay submerged? Why does the game do that? Fuck, that pisses me off. Oh well. Right, it's getting nighttime to where we're not going to see any. Look at that. There's the other battleship. I don't think we're going to find that. I mean, we could try. Then we just have 4 Bettys here. I was kind of hoping to finish off some merchants. Hosho's ready to launch, huh? Well, let's do it. The last launch of the Wildcats, who are going to be searching desperately for that light cruiser at night. And in the meantime, let's just jump to tactical, see if we see anything here. Visibility is not very good. Yes! It's that merchant. Okay, let's find our wounded colleagues. Were they on this side? They were. Alright, 1 and 4 is what we're looking for. Form up in a line ahead this time. I want to go high altitude, but if we go too high altitude, we might lose vis at this time. We're going to try. We're gonna try some mix here. Not really high, sorta high. Moderate speed. 1 and 2. Your target is 1 and attack. 3 and 4. Your target is 4 and attack. Godspeed. I hate letting wounded ships get away, especially when they're battleships. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I didn't slow all of you, did I? Alright. They've probably dropped their payload. I'm going to assume at this point. Form up. Get out. Finish climbing. What the hell is 2 doing? No fires. Serious list. I don't think we finished them off. Heavy, 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 heavy. No. Well, that's a shame. RTV. There's Gallant Surface Action Group 1 coming down to blow up the airfield. And to run cover for Supply Group 2. As Gallant Surface Action Group 2 goes into blow Port Moresby tonight. We have 2 Bettys coming on station well after dark. Will we be able to find anything with them? Not without doing some manual searching, we won't. So that could take a little while. Enemy aircraft spotted near Russell. Okay. Anyway, we're going to jump in here, see what we see. Visibility 27%. Few quick circles. And continue forward. She's trying to go to New Hebrides, isn't she? She is. Change course. So around this tip, somewhere like that. Oh, didn't we launch some zeros? Our final flight is, where did they go? They already RTB'd? Evidently so. Alright, let's get to tactical. Shit, we found something. What have we found? A destroyer on the edge of something. There she is. Okay, is that what we clicked on though? No, we clicked on the destroyer. Yeah, now we gotta somehow spot the right target. This is going to be a whole new version of tricky. Certainly can't be high altitude. It's going to have to be low altitude. Well, we're going to need some speed if we're going to bust through. Four sounds good to me. But 4's not her. Come on, Betty's. She's right next to 4. There we are. Good luck, guys. Good flippin' luck. Extreme night ops here. They're gonna have no idea what hit them. Come on, you can do it. Get through. Oh, one Betty down. Come on, we just need one egg. One egg to hit the right spot. She got her egg off. Hit something. God. I didn't mark the location on the map, did I? I did not. I should have done that. Somewhere in this area-ish. And a guess is better than nothing. So tomorrow, I think we search along this line here. Now the next great adventure is what's going to happen with SAG 2. As the Hero Light Cruiser hasn't attacked us yet, which has only got me even more concerned. which, yeah, this could work very poorly. I'm gonna have to conserve ammo. I'm not gonna be able to use it all in the bombardment. Alright. Before we start, what does Moresby at? 2-2? One, two. One more. We gotta save ammo. We can't shoot again. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is we're running an odd way to escape here. Why? Because I don't want to be caught up against the shoreline when I have to maneuver versus this light cruiser, which I know he's going to hit us. He hit us earlier in the day last time. This time it's going to be nighttime, which is going to cause an even larger bit of craziness. And this time we're going to be less ammo because we accomplished the bombardment before he hit. So yeah, no idea how that's going to play out. Kind of worried about it. Alright, let's speed it up. Maybe we can manage to avoid them altogether. They will have never have seen this move coming. Alright, next thing I'm worried about here is what's going to happen here. Anytime you go into the slot, weird shit could happen. Like there was a battleship group sitting out here. It's possible they could be venturing their way into the slot as we speak. And we don't have the guns to repel firepower of that magnitude. And we don't have Admiral Akbar in charge. We have me in charge. And well, when I'm in charge, all you can say is it's a trap. Why is this fleet sitting here? Because of the wonderful things it does? Sure, I'll go with that. Okay. So now that we're off to see the wizard, let's go ahead and manage cargo. We have enough supply ships that we shouldn't need to... I don't want to leave some supply here. I don't want to leave some troops here. We'll put something on the cruisers. Some troops. Some supply. We will run that. Back over here. Okay. Gonna keep going straight. Loiter around and do something like that. Right, unloaded all the cargo. Things are back to being, well, actually above even. It's a fair fight, folks. It's a fair fight on Guadalcanal. Alright. Head on back to Santa Isabella. Mainly for supplies. I would say that this turned out well. Granted, we didn't fully knock down Port Moresby as much as we could have, but we needed to save that ammo in case we got attacked by that light cruiser. I really think that was the best move. And tomorrow we're going to have air power over the slot once again. No more sending freaking merchant ships into Guadalcanal during broad daylight. No. Not on my watch. No more of that crap. Alright, let's go ahead and speed things up. Oh, stop. You're just sitting around, SAG Group 1. Let's not just sit around, shall we? In fact, you guys might as well go ammo up. You spent some of it. Having a level 3 port here would probably make sense. Would make a lot of sense, to be honest. Anyway, I think we have done some fairly significant damage to Port Moresby. I don't believe SAG 2 is going to come down this way after she rearms again. I think she's going to head further into our primary objective, which is Guadalcanal, as we really need to stop the influx of supply and troops getting to Guadalcanal from happening. And SAG Group 2 has a significant amount of firepower on her. She is a very capable task force that we probably need to have operating in this area of things. Right, air operations are available, which actually means that it's probably time to end this episode. So what happened in this episode? Some good things. We knocked down Port Moresby. We knocked Henderson down again. I guess those are the good things. We didn't finish off the battleship. Did we even sink anything in this episode? Ah, yes. We sunk a Fletcher. So honestly, in this episode, we lost a sub. I think a sub's more important than a destroyer. Even a Fletcher class. I mean, the Americans do have 165 Fletchers, or well, they've got significantly less now, but they still have quite a few. Where we only have so many subs, I believe the Type B, there's 20 of them, and if we look here, we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Have we lost like half of our subs already? Or at least the Type B class. The B1s, there's only 6 additional, if I remember right. Ship, Japanese, Type B. Yeah, actually I don't even have to open this. Number in class 20. So if we've lost 9 of the 20 already. That's not good for us. I just got to do a better job with the subs. I mean, that one I lost today shouldn't have happened, but it did. That really annoys me. Sometimes that's one of the issues with this game is you kind of get sidetracked and you believe the battle is one thing. Like, I was paying attention to the Bettys. They got jumped by fighters, or at least that's the way it looked. The initial thought process in my mind wasn't that the fighters were going to sink my submarines. The initial thought process in my mind were the fighters were going to come after my Bettys. The subs were an afterthought, and sadly by the time I thought of them it was too late. But yeah, so that's where we are. SAG Group 2 is going to make her way around the Horn. She's not out. She is not out of the woods yet, gentlemen. She's lowish on ammo, and she's got a fairly long trip through fairly dangerous water to get through. Granted, the most dangerous of the fleets is making its way back to New Hebrides to try to get that battleship back to repair. But we're going to do everything we can to find that son of a bitch and sink it. But that's the next episode. The hunt for the USS Tennessee is in the next episode. So this is 2 episodes now that the USS Tennessee has somehow avoided her death. After just, I don't know how many planes have been sent at her in every manner and way possible that we could think of, from late night low altitude to early day high altitude. Nothing has put her to the bottom. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfur Plate. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.